Hello everyone, I am Saranya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Graphics and Creative Design of Dr. S.Saranya College of Arts and Science. Now we are going to see about the function and pointer part 2. Last video we just overall we see the call by value and call by reference. Now we are going to see in detailed call by value. In call by value method, the value of actual parameter is copied into the formal parameters. In other words, we can say that the value of the variable is used in the function call in the call by value method. In call by value method, we cannot modify the value of the actual parameter by the formal parameter. In call by value, different memory is allocated for actual and formal parameters since the value of the actual parameter is copied into the formal parameter. The actual parameter is the argument which is used in the function call. Areas formal parameter is the argument which is used in the function definition. Here I gave the one example. We declare void change int num, that is printf before adding value inside the function. Next is num equal to num plus 1. This after adding we start from the main function. Int main int x equal to 100. Now the value of x is 100. Printf before function call x equal to percentage d n x, that now the value of x is 100. Before function call x is equal to 100. Change x, now this is the passing value in function, that is what is the value for x, it is 100. Now change x, it goes to the function called void change int num. Now the value of x will be assigned to the num. Now next is before adding the function, it again displays the value for num is 100. Num equal to num plus 100, that is already num value is 100, again you are adding the 100. Now it both are displayed as a 200. Print after adding value inside the function num. Now it displays the 200. We are not passing this value to the main function, we are just printing the value. After this execution, it's come to the print after function call x equal to x. Already the value of x is 100. Now here also it displays a 100. Next is call by reference. In call by reference, the address of the variable is passed into the function call as the actual parameter. The value of actual parameter can be modified by changing the formal parameters since the address of the actual parameter is passed. In call by reference, the memory allocation is similar for both the formal parameter and actual parameter. All the operations in the functions are performed and the values stored at the address of actual parameter and the modified values gets stored at the same address. Here again the same function, but we have some changes. First we start from the main function, int main int x equal to 100. Again the value of x is 100. Before function called we are displaying the value of x. Now the value of x is 100. Before in the output, we first line we it displays before function called x equal to 100. Next is change of ampersand x. Now what is the value for x is 100. That address value will be passed to the change function. Again it goes there. We are using the pointer variable as asterisk num. Now the address of the x will be allocated to the num. Before adding the value num, now the value of num is 100, it will displace again asterisk num plus equal to 100, that is already num value is 100. Again we are adding the number as 200. Now the value will be 200. After adding value inside the function equal to asterisk num, now the what is in the address of the num, it is 200, it will be displayed. Next, now printf after function call x equal to x. That is what is the x address is held by num. What is the num value? Num value is 200. Now it displays as a 200. Next is recursion. Recursion is a technique of making a function call itself. Void recursion. Inside we have to function define the function as recursion. In int main we have to define the function as recursion. Recursion and stack. Recursion function use something called the stack. When a program calls a function, that function goes on the top and call the stack. function factorial of x. If x equal to 1, then return 1, else return x into factorial of x minus 1. This is one kind of example. Next is pointer. A pointer in C language is a variable that holds a memory address. This memory address is the address of the another variable of the same data type. Reserve space in the memory to hold the integer value. Associate the number variable with this memory allocation. Store the value 10 in the location. Here is the example for a pointer variable. Inside the main function, we declare a variable var data type using int data type. And we declare the variable as 7. Print the value for variable as 7. Next, memory address, we have to use the ampersand symbol. If we use the ampersand symbol, it displays the value. This is another one example for variable pointer. Thank you.